what else we got? We got the caboose exploding. Apparently there's a whole title sequence that Alex hasn't really told us about yet, about how what's happening in the beginning.
Where that placeholder is now, you know,
but need a few more elements.
Graveyard and police car arrives.
Now, 3 weeks ago, we assigned all of these shots for a third of the movie, and we didn't quite hit that mark. So I think that's something that's important to consider. There's you know, yeah, there's stuff that we could probably go back and fix here, but we have to hit the rest of the movie, because in 6 weeks' time, this gets on a plane and goes to Venice, regardless of what state it's in.
So this is Bolivia. This is a little street block that I created out of foam and various other pieces, and also modified a little school bus, Bolivian style, so it's now a kind of a city bus. It's got little things in here, little touches, Bolivian billboards and so forth.
You have a genuine Evo Morales, President of Bolivia.
That's
billboard.
right. Some authenticity there. What I did is I went to this hobby store and I took these kits that were built, I guess made for kids that do California mission projects. Kind of modified those and created some out of the extra pieces. And then I took this paint that is kind of a stone texture paint and kind of did all the work to get it some stucco look to it.
I'm Chris HALSTEAD. I'm working on this movie, Repo Chick. This here is a shot from the Repo office with the doctor. He's in the doorway and he wants to buy a train. And I animated the train, put together this background with the trees and the sunset and all that.
So this is this little rig that I built to help integrate the miniature cars. And what these monitors are doing is they're playing the background the cars will ultimately end up going over, and so it's receiving all the light and all the color from the background, and it gets moving reflections over it.
Hi, I'm Shelly Campbell, and this is Pixie Media. So we have Pixie as the iconic President Obama Hope poster and as Frida Kahlo.
It was a really cool thing to get your hands kind of wet and build miniatures. I was thinking for a couple nights over and over in my head on how I was going to scratch build this thing and take various parts of whatever I had, or went out and purchased things and kind of kit bashed things together. And then I ran into Eric the following morning and mentioned that we're going to need a model of some kind. And he just kind of said, "Oh, we have the model kit." It's like, "Yeah, it's over on the stage in the box. Ready for you to take." Sweet.
My name is Joe Bailey, and I am working on the fabulous Alex Cox feature, Repo Chick, in my spare time. Not here, not on this computer that you see before you, but in a similar fashion. So far, I've done the bar interior sequence, which has been lots of fun. Our group of malcontents walks in to confront the Repo men to get their car back.
This is how we started making our Repo yard. We started with some heavy-duty tinfoil that we're using for another movie. Spray painted it and then covered it with tons and tons of little bits of, I think Chris bought a bunch of model cars on eBay and then stripped them of all the parts, and we would basically come in and just sort of sprinkle bits all over the place and then put some sawdust, and then there was another sort of sale on eBay where Chris found somebody's old collection of Xbox cars, and we just sort of came in and stuck them all over the place, and instant junkyard.
Hey, girl. Hey, dogs. So what are you up to?
I am painting the mountains of trash which exist in the background of the Repo yard.
I guess you waste a lot of paint doing that, but it's safe. This is the fun part. Yeah. And then we'll darken it people just don't do stop motion anymore in visual effects because they think the computer can just, save everything and make everything nice and smooth. But this actually worked perfectly. Instead of getting the HD camera out here, we used digital SLR, and then we were able to have fun with it.
So tell me about Ahab.
So this is Ahab right here, and he's been my stand-in the whole picture. And what I do is I just set him here and then make sure to match the key to fill that was on the green screen set in LA. Yeah. And then pull him out and take the picture. He's very useful to help match the angle and the perspective of the actor in the scene.
Is that a presidential tree? Awesome.
Is the bicentennial? Oh, just
I think the coolest thing about doing this has been the ability to build these shots, build backgrounds, have some creative input on what they look like, and just get to play around with some really cool footage. Usually everything is sent to us. It has been planned, and we really can't change anything creatively. We just more or less do what we're told and try and make it all look good. But in this case, we've gotten a lot of freedom to really play around with our own ideas.
Is this more fun than your day job?
I can't be on camera saying that.
One thing I wanted to show, I was pretty excited about this shot at the golf course. This is kind of how it appears in the final version. But what I did is, well, first of all, it started out like this on the green screen. But what I did is go out to a golf course and actually shoot that as a still. And let's see, where are we here? So that is one of our fabulous local golf courses. But the funnest thing about this shot is this thing right here. This is actually the security shack. I went to a dollhouse store, believe it or not, and bought an outhouse that was unfinished. Cut a little window in it, put some stuff on there, a security camera, and so forth. And there's even a, if you can see this, there's this little tiny book, How to Play Golf, that is on the security guy's bookshelf in there.